Hi guys, it's Honey. Welcome to Friends Don't Gatekeep.
I'm Brianna, and we have another guest here. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Yes, my name is Avery Cochrane. Sorry, I've got another tab open and it's like it got in the way for a second. My name is Avery Cochrane, um, and I'm a singer-songwriter. I make kind of like pop music, a little bit of folksy sometimes, a little Americana, you know, the whole shebang.
Yes.
So Avery, how did you get started in music?
I got started, I w I started singing in the jazz choir when I was in sixth grade, and then the normal choir in high school, and then I just kind of I started this like basement band with me and my two friends, and I didn't know it at the time, but I like really had a crush on this girl, and I was like, I just want to be around her, and she was a musician, so we started making music together. And then I kind of like put it to bed when I went to college, but COVID happened right as I was going to college. So I took time off and enrolled in a songwriting class at the community college and just started putting out music ever since.
Oh my gosh.
Sure.
Crazy.
Okay. Do you feel like your music is influenced by your identity or your background in any way, and how so? If so?
Oh, that's a good question. Like you mean like songwriting?
Yeah,
Or
anything. Anything.
um yes. I mean I'm from Seattle. And the Seattle scene, I feel like it's had very much atop hollowed grounds. It's I don't really make the grungy, kind of 90s music that actually popped off in Seattle, but I think that definitely is what I grew up listening to. And just kind of depression core, and rainy weather core and gray skies core. Um, I definitely don't write feeling good music a lot of the time. But I still do like to go for that pop sound. Identity wise, I do feel like my queer identity definitely weaves its way into my songwriting, in a lot of ways. It definitely does. And what else? Being a girly pop, that's part of my identity.
Okay,
And
awesome.
yeah, I'm trying to think of anything else. Um, but low-key, sometimes it's hard to have a sense of self. So
True.
So what do you think is the biggest struggle that you faced trying to be a musician?
I guess balancing between creative time and like having time to like actually nurture your inner artist and do creative and spiritual things that are good for you, and then business time. As an independent artist, I feel like balancing those two things are always such a mind fuck because you like they take away from each other. Like you can't do them at the same time, obviously. And they bleed into each other a lot. Like I'll be writing a song and I'll have an audience in mind no matter what these days because I'm like so programmed to write a song and then post it on the internet, which I'm like trying to not do. I'm trying to just like write a song and then maybe like sit on it for a little bit or just like wait until it's finished
Hmm.
to post about it. But I don't know, it's just so hard not to. Um, so I guess there's that, and then there's just like money and being able to afford things and being able to do things on a budget. That's so hard.
I
And
have
I
a
think a lot of people would agree with that.
I have a question.
Yeah.
So you said that for me I struggle with like not finishing a song. Like I haven't finished a song but I'll post it and then
Mhm.
I like end up not finishing it or it's like harder for me. Like do
Mhm.
you feel like that?
Yeah, definitely. And I feel like if it doesn't do well on the internet, then I'm like, well, it's trash.
Yeah, yeah.
This is a bad song and like the numbers are talking, so I should just never touch this again. So I think that's another consequence of doing that.
Not true, but
Not true,
yeah.
but
No, yeah, but that's just how my mind works. And I'm like, okay, this didn't go viral. So it's useless, which is so dumb. Like I cannot believe my brain is conditioned to think like that, but it is,
Yeah, yeah.
which is hard.
Yeah. Okay, next question. Okay, wait. I don't know if you're actually allowed to answer this, so answer it however you want. It's like a two-part question.
Hey, we love a two-parter.
Okay, so are you signed?
Um, Not yet.
Okay. And do you want to
Almost.
talk about that? Yeah, you can talk about that.
Well,
Can you?
yes, I don't know. Low key, like, well, I mean, anything could happen, honestly. I'm likely going to be signing with this label for the release of one song. And then depending on how the one song goes, we will be doing an EP, and then depending on how that goes, an album. So like a lot is up in the air right now. Anything could happen. I don't know, but it's looking like it might be the case.
Okay, sure. Do you
Yeah.
think there are like benefits to being signed or like drawbacks? Like what's your thoughts on that?
Um, I've like it's literally all I ever wanted was to be with a record label. Like I've been making music for 4 years now, and I never had any label interest until this last year. And I was like, what the fuck is wrong with me? Like I just want, somebody to represent me and like do all this work for me and give me money and tell me what my artist brand should be and build a team for me. But I'm honestly so grateful that it didn't start happening until recently because I was kind of forced into figuring that out on my own. And I still am. Like I still kind of am trying to figure out exactly what the artist identity is going to be and what the concept for my debut album is going to be, whether or not that's backed by a label. Like I want to just be so authentically Avery, and I still am trying to figure that out a little bit. But I think with the music that I've been releasing, it feels more authentically Avery. So I think the benefit of signing with a label is definitely, I mean, if you get money from it, like that's everybody would want that. But also you have to make sure that the contract is fair. Like you need to get a lawyer to make sure that you're not like signing everything away. Um, I don't know. But I don't know because I've never I can't even speak on the experience because I haven't experienced it yet. But I would say that I'm very grateful for being an independent artist for so many years first. Because I like whether or not I'm signed, like if I'm not putting in the work, it's not gonna go anywhere, you know?
Mhm.
Well,
Long-winded answer, but
no, it's okay.
I hope that goes well for you. I hope like that process is easy and stuff and it works
thank
out.
you. I've realized like a lot of things in the music industry, it's very much hurry up and wait. And things are like there's so much pressure to do things and like get things done and then it's like you'll go months without hearing from someone and it's like oh my God, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Weeks, not months. Months would be crazy, but
So Avery, in 2015, you lost the district championship in softball. Um, how was your experience playing competitively?
that's insane. How do you even figure that out?
We just
That's why we
know.
asked your middle name.
That is so fucking funny. Um, I like don't remember that at all, but like thanks for the reminder.
Of course.
That was my freshman year of high school, I think. And I played softball for like 10 years. And I was the varsity captain for 2 years, junior
Ooh,
and
okay.
senior. And I actually just recently started playing softball again on like an adult. It's like literally so cringy. I'm like I will never play adult softball, and now I'm playing adult softball, but it's so fun. And but I guess what was the question? Playing competitively?
Yeah, how was your experience playing competitively?
It was fine. I don't know. I never I definitely resonate with the Troy Bolton narrative. Like, I feel like in high school, I was trying to do it all. Like, I really wanted to do sports. My brother plays sports, he still does baseball, and my dad still plays baseball. And I wanted to be athletic. I played golf and softball, and I was a really good runner. But I was also a music kid, and I also was class president, and I was like, I want to do it all. Like, I want to be involved. So I'm glad that I ultimately ended up choosing music, but working in a competitive and team environment, I feel like has definitely shaped a lot of who I am and how I show up in the music industry.
I love that. Oh my gosh.
That's
Thank
such a
you.
good answer.
Thank you.
Okay, How do you feel about social media and its role in the music industry and marketing these days?
Yeah. Yeah. Uh, I think it's a double-edged sword for sure. Like, um, because of social media, there's no barriers to entry in the music industry, which is cool. That's what everybody says. There's technically no gatekeepers. You can just try your hands at it. But because there are gatekeepers and because there is money involved and there is like corruption involved in any industry, like I do feel like the playing field is not level at all. And it does take a serious grind to show up to social media every day. Um, and it takes a level of just humility and relentlessness and lack of ego. But I do think a lot of great things. Like if I didn't have social media, I wouldn't be where I'm at. I wouldn't even be having conversations with labels. I wouldn't have met you, Brie, or now you, honey. Like I wouldn't have met so many amazing people and collaborators if it wasn't for social media. So I would still encourage artists to post all the time if they can, but not burn themselves out.
Yeah.
Aw.
So with that being said, what do you hope that you've accomplished by this time next year?
Ooh. I think about That's a good question. I think about it a lot. And I try not to be so future oriented just because I don't know. And I'm like, oh, a year, like even though it's not that much time, but it seems like a long time to me. And I just don't know. I thought, this time, I thought last year that this time this year, I would have an album almost finished by now, and I don't. Um, so maybe that could be the goal for next year, but also I think I'm just gonna kind of see how it goes this summer with the next single, um, and then kind of see where I'm at, like label wise or independent wise, and then I just want to be making as much music as I possibly can. And if that fits into an album by this time next year, that would be amazing. I want to be living on my own. I live in my parents' house right now. And hopefully I will have gone on a little tour or supported somebody on tour by now or by then. Um, yeah, maybe a couple festivals or something.
Yes,
I'm
amazing.
just like 1 month at a time is how I'm doing things, but yeah, I want to check a bunch of things off the list for sure.
You will.
Thanks.
You totally
Thanks, girl.
will. Okay. What song of yours has the craziest story behind it, and can you tell us?
Oh my God. Okay, I love that. Let me look at my Spotify 1 second.
Okay.
Um, Gosh, I don't know because like Existential Crisis what at the tennis club was a made up story. Like it wasn't about my actual, it kind of was about my actual life, but I wrote it, as a hypothetical situation. Um, I would say, mm, let's see. I don't know, like kind of giving a lot away. Okay. I guess mm, like unreleased or
It can
released.
be either.
Anything.
Mm, Gosh, like craziest, like
Whatever you want, whichever story you think is the most fun.
oh God. Okay, hold on. I have to like look through my older songs, which I actually hate. So, Summertime is kind of funny. And I think I've explained this to you on live before. It's just funny. Like, I don't know. I was just really going through it this year and I was just like dating a lot. It was like post-pandemic. It was my post-pandemic hinge spree or something. And I was really upset about this guy that I barely knew, um, that did me dirty, I guess, but not really because I barely knew him. And so I was like, I'm gonna write kind of like my like hot girl summer song. And it's just like kind of this cheesy Tommy Bahama, like I don't know. It's like it's got a glockenspiel in it. It's a very cheesy song. This is it right here. This is in my backyard. I made my mom take this cover photo.
Oh my gosh.
And the hook is drive my car with the top off, kiss the boys with the trust funds because I like for some reason on this Hinge spree, I ended up going on a lot of dates with like people that happen to have a lot of money. So I went on some boats and I had some fancy dinners and it was a good summer for sure. And then I wrote Summertime and put it out.
Okay.
And I hate it kind of, but it's fine because it was a funny era in my life. But I would say that's like the most wild girl story like behind one of my songs. The rest are just kind of sad, high key.
Yeah,
So
to be honest, yeah.
yeah. But yeah, that's my hot girl summer anthem, I guess.
So one of your side jobs is being a waitress. What story or what is your best or slash worst story with a customer?
Mm, I've waited at a lot of different restaurants. I'm trying to think. That's a good question too. I work at a country club as one of my restaurants. And I also work at the pro shop there, and I've worked there for 10 years. So the membership is all the same. And I've known a lot of these people for like 10 years, which is crazy. Um, any any stories? Like definitely a million stories. But let me think of a story I have with a stranger because I work at a different restaurant right now. Wow. I work at like multiple restaurants right now. Um, wait. It's gonna come to me later and be like, wait, okay, I'm gonna think about it. Can we move on? Can we move
Yeah,
on?
yeah, we'll come
Think
back. We'll
about
come
it.
back. We'll come back.
'Cause I
Can I
definitely
ask
have
what?
one.
Wait, sorry. Can I ask what's your favorite food or favorite restaurant, like kind that you've worked at?
Oh, I worked at this restaurant when I was living in San Diego last
Mhm.
year. It's called Wheat and Water plug. And Hannah G from The Bachelor would always go. And I loved it. It was so fun. It was a restaurant right on the beach, and it was just this pizza restaurant, and it was so fun. Like now I work at kind of more of like a I don't know professional-ish restaurant, which is not as fun, but the San Diego restaurant was what's up. But that was pizza, and I love a good pizza restaurant.
Beautiful. Okay. Um, kind of in that you said you live in San Diego. So you went to San Diego State, yes.
Go Aztecs! You know what's up, Bree?
Yes. Guys, I went for a year and then I transferred.
It's
Um,
real though. I like totally get it. After my freshman year, I was like, wait, I don't know if I like this. Yeah,
was not for me.
super fair.
Can you just talk about your experience at SDSU and like, I don't know, like what you studied, like how you liked the environment, and like also do you think like going to school there, like going to state school versus like a school like a music school, like has like helped you or hurt you in any way?
Yeah. I mean, SDSU ended up being, I loved it. Like, I love it so much. It's where I met my current girlfriend. It's, I ended up like, I was pretty bummed out about the school because it has a huge Greek life. So that's why I didn't like it freshman year. And I'm sure you can relate to it. It's just like, I didn't rush. And if you aren't in Greek life, like, it seems like you have no social life there. So I was like bummed out by that. But then once I turned 21 and kind of got more into music and, um, joined the like Aztec music group, I found a band and I found music friends to like collab with and commiserate with. And I actually ended up really liking my major, which was political science, completely separate, obviously, but I think it's influenced a lot of my songwriting in general. Um, but I loved my major and I ended up making a lot of friends in my classes and friends with my teachers, and I got really involved in that way. And I just loved the subject. Um, so wait, I can't remember what the original question even was. Oh, yes, music school. I thought about music school. I applied to transfer to the NYU songwriting undergrad. And then I got waitlisted. Hey. But I'm glad I didn't get in because A, I couldn't afford it, and B, like I do think there's so much value in a place like that, especially because there's so many connections, and I think that's kind of why people go to a school like that or Berkeley or maybe Belmont or something. for the connections and then also just the ability to focus on nothing but music and nothing but your craft. Like I think that would be so cool to be forced, not forced, but like you're tasked with
Yeah.
making a song because if you're not, then it's up to you, and that's really hard to find the time to do that. If you're like not, you're your own boss, you're your own professor, you're your own parental figure that's telling yourself like write a song today. Um, but I don't know. I've seen a lot of people come out of music school, people that I know, people that I don't know, friends, acquaintances, and they were like, yeah, it was fun, but I'm not really, sure what to do unless they know they want to teach or something. So I don't know. I'm glad I did political science.
Okay.
Yeah,
Ooh, I
I
didn't
am.
know that.
I'm
Oh
very
my
glad.
gosh. So Avery, how was your experience singing on the news?
Oh my God. I love how much research you guys did. This is awesome. That was really fun. I was playing a music festival in 2023, and it's the same music festival that Chapel Roan played last year. It's
Oh my
crazy.
gosh.
They booked her before she got huge. But it's called Capitol Hill Block Party, and it's a Seattle festival. And I actually went to it once in high school, and I saw Brockhampton, which was crazy. Um, but they were promoting it, and so they invited me and my like two band members to play on the news, which was really fun. It was cool. I think the sound on the news is always weird because they don't it's like the sound in Tiny Desk concerts. Like there's no reverb on on like anything, and it's just kind of a very dry like talk sound. But I was really nervous. Got up really early, did my makeup. And I've never been live before unless I was on TikTok live.
Well, I thought it was great. I watched the whole thing. I was like, wow.
Thank you. Thank you. Well, the song though, I was like, oh, this is like low-key provocative to sing on the news because it's this song called Done Gardens, and it's like, I don't know, it's like low-key sexy. Like the chorus is, I want to start a fight in my underwear. Like I'm like, whoa. And then they put it on their YouTube, and somebody commented and was like, what the fuck is she talking about?
Oh, I saw that. I saw that comment.
Something like that. I don't know if it was exactly that,
I
but
think they said is what language is he speaking or something like that.
oh
I was
my.
like, what the heck?
Wait, that's so weird. Yeah. So, no, that was like my one regret, but it was my recent single, so I wanted to plug it. But I didn't get like any followers from it at all.
I love that song, to be honest. I know you don't love it that much, but I do.
I I don't know. I appreciate that. I'm glad you like it.
Okay. Oh wait, is it me next? Yes, it is. Okay.
Girl,
Um, so what is your opinion on like collaborating when it comes to like songwriting with other artists?
that's a good question. I don't honestly have a lot of experience. When I've collabed with artists or featured on a song, like it's just kind of an open verse to a song that they've already written, which is cool. I like doing that. I think it's pretty easy, especially if I have context as to what the song is about. But they've already written the melody, and all I have to do is kind of come up with some clever lyrics. Um, but I know a lot of artists, especially maybe in Nashville or LA, like will plan sessions, songwriting sessions, or just sessions with the producer where they'll go in with nothing and then they collab on a song together. I can't do that. It's so hard for me to do that. I've had little writing sessions with musician mutuals around, and I just get so like flustered. I'm like, wait, can we like go into sectionals and like I write something and you write something and then we come back? Like I can't do it in front of people. It's just
Me neither.
I get mortified. I don't know what it is. I'm just like so embarrassed. I need to get over it because I feel like a lot of beautiful music comes out of stuff like that.
Mhm. Yeah.
I relate to that heavily because I've been doing like co-writing sessions like on Zoom, and I'll be like, wait, can we mute and like come back in like 10 minutes?
Yes, I know. That's exactly how I like to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
For my group project, I'd go over to the girl who I was my friend's house, and I would be like the entire time, and then I'd be like I have this, and then we would just like we were supposed to be writing together, but we'd just end up writing stuff like separately, and then being like, okay, I'll write on yours and you write on mine. We'll come back later.
yeah, no, that's how it should be. I mean, no, it should not be that way. We need to be separate. But like I that's how I would prefer to do it. But yeah, I need to get over it for sure.
What are your plans for the future, and do you have any upcoming music?
For the future, like the immediate future. I'm going to, yes, I'm going to release a song, and it's going to be a double-sided song. I'm going to release like a fast version of it, like a pop version, and then a ballad version a couple weeks later. I was going to
Ooh.
release them at the same time, but can't do that anymore. But it's okay. It's going to be fine. And that one's called Shapeshifting on a Saturday night. That's my next single, and I'm going to do a music video to that.
And I'm gonna be in it.
And you're going to be in it. I'm coming down to LA.
Yay.
Um, woo! And
Yay.
then I'm playing a festival in Seattle called Bumbershoot in September. So I guess I'll try and fill the gaps in between then. I'm probably gonna try and write a lot and get a lot of songs kind of loaded for what comes next, whatever that is.
Oh my gosh, I'm excited. Wait, have you
Yes.
posted about the song at all?
A lot. It's
Yeah,
Oh,
like too much.
every video.
oh my
Yeah,
gosh, wait,
like
I need to hear it. I haven't seen it. I've
oh
been
my,
loving the
if you
corporate
go to my
life.
TikTok, like you'll see it a million times. It's okay. I give the backstory?
Yes.
Do we have time? Okay, we have time. So it's called Shapeshifting on a Saturday Night. I wrote it like a little over a year ago, acoustic in my room. And I was like, yes, I love this song. I made a little demo and I was like, okay, I'm gonna take this to the studio when I have studio money. And then I came home last summer and saved up I graduated school, came home, saved up a bunch of money, went to the studio. And I took it to the studio musicians. I was like, this is like a really slow ballad song. And they're like, no, you need to speed this up. Like this needs to be faster. So we recorded the song faster and they're like, yeah, this sounds great. This is a hit. Um, and then I got it back from the studio in January, so like 4 months ago, and I sped it up my like I you know how like the nightcore sped up songs, like I sped it up to be like chipmunk vocals and like really fast because I know some artists tease their music like that. And I put that on TikTok and it went viral. And everybody was like, "Oh my God, like this is so good. This is so good. Can you play it for us not sped up?" And then I did, and people were like, "Oh, I'm low-key disappointed." And then that's when like the label started reaching out, and one of them was like, "We really think you should re-record it, so it is at this really fast tempo, but it sounds like a normal song." So that's what I've been spending the last 3 months trying to figure that out. There's been a lot of back and forth, and a lot of like getting the song perfect, and I have like not a lot of control in it because I'm working with so many external factors now. And so I started teasing it in January and now it's May and I still don't have a final version of the song and I'm so stressed out by it. But long story short, yes, it's on my social media a lot. Hopefully coming out soon, but she has some backstory.
I'm so excited. This is my favorite Avery song.
Thank
She
you,
knows.
girl. Uh, yeah, but and then I was like, but I still want to release a slow version. Like I want to release a song how I wrote it as well. So I recorded that with my Seattle producer, and that one's pretty much done. And I'm gonna release that one too. Yes!
Yeah, yeah.
Woo!
Okay, perfect. Okay, wrapping up. Okay, this is the second last question.
Mhm.
Um, so since our podcast is all about discouraging the gatekeeping of small artists, which of your friends in the music industry do you think people should be listening to right now?
Mm. I've been hanging out a lot with Juliet. She's another
Yes.
Seattle-based pop artist. Juliet with an exclamation point for the I, and we have a collaboration song together. I think she's so good. I think her melodies are so catchy. Like she's making such good pop music that is heavily slept on. And then one of my really good friends, Anna Justin, she just released her
I
We
debut
love
album.
love
Anna.
Anna
We
Justin
love
so
Yes,
much.
Anna.
Oh
so
my
good.
gosh. Do
We're
you
trying to
We
get her
know,
on
grew up
the pod.
together.
wait, what's your
We
favorite song on her album?
probably. I really like Individualism, I think is one of my favorites from hers. What about you?
Mine is Piece by Piece.
Oh, that one's really
I
beautiful.
love that
Yes,
one.
she played me the demo for that like a year ago and it was so beautiful. But yeah, the whole album was really fantastic. And I've known her since sixth grade. We were in middle school and high school together. And then I just met Frances Whitney last week and she makes insanely beautiful music too. So those are probably my picks for right now.
She's so good. Okay. Um,
Yes.
so in like this question's kind of similar, but can you nominate three artists that you think should come and be interviewed by us next?
Mm. And it can't be the same three.
It can be the
It could
same
be. It could be.
thing.
Um, maybe the same three. Or let me see. Who else have I been listening to? Or like who would be good? I'm not even I don't even know. You already interviewed Megan.
Yes.
Probably those three, honestly.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Um, so,
Yay.
so I wanted to come back. Do you remember your worst customer experience?
Oh my God. I do. Oh, well, this is one of them. I posted a TikTok about it on my friends only. I like I had this whole table of boys and it was horrible. Like when you get like I mean, no offense, honey, but like when you get like the teenage boys,
Yeah, yeah,
oh my God.
yeah.
Or just like the teenage anybody's, but like you seem like a very respectful.
Yeah,
But I guess Brie, you're 19, right? Okay.
I'm not a teenager.
Oh wait, you're
Guess
turning
what? I'm
21.
turning 20.
Wait, oh yeah, but you're 19 right now, right?
Okay, but I'm turning 20 in like 2 weeks,
Okay,
so
sorry. When you get the high school kids, when
Mhm.
you get the high school kids, you're like, fuck. But I was doing the most for this table. Like I was doing everything. I was going all out. And like you have like the little screen I don't know, and they asked for lemons in their water and like straws with their water and like whatever. And they ordered kids meals also, which is like you can't even do that if you're over 12, but like I'm a cool waitress, so like I let it slide. And then I bring the toast around. It's like five different boys and all separate checks. And each one of them, I watch them hit no tip, no tip, no tip, no tip. And then they stayed at the table for like another hour and a half. And every time I walked by the table, I just glared at them. And then I think it was effective enough to where it worked because they gave me a $10 bill at the end of it. So like I got something out of it, but like in total, I mean that was probably like a 5% tip. So,
that's crazy.
So
but
they
that's
just
like
walked up to
the
you?
one I can think of right now.
Wait, so they just walked up to you and handed you a $10 bill, or they left it?
Yeah, they were like, here's a tip. And I was like, thanks. It was like honestly so embarrassing, very humbling.
For them.
Yeah. But yeah. And for me, I don't know. I was like, why am I glaring at like kids right now? It's so bad. But
They pay your rent.
yeah, yeah, true. I'm hoping music will pay the rent one day, but
They will.
this. But yeah.
Okay. We have a bonus question. Okay. Which of your cats would win in a fight?
Definitely not Belly. He gets beat up on all the time. Probably my so I since I live with my parents, they have two cats and I have two cats from when I lived alone. And so now we have four cats together, and that's the backstory. And my parents' cats, like one of them is just ginormous. One of them has one eye. She's like kind of a badass, so I'm like, I want to say her, but also it's like you lost the eye, so I don't know if you could really put up a fight like that. To be fair, it was against a coyote, so there's that. But I would say the littlest cat. She's a little diva. Her name is Duma, and she's my cat. And she's like the black tips on the ears. I don't even know what you call that. She's like
Well,
some
like the
sort
little
of.
like oh, you need to see my cat. Oh,
Oh yeah, no, send me a picture. But
mhm.
she's got a face card too. Like I don't know what it is, but her face card is so lethal. And the biggest cat is always beating up on Belly because Belly's definitely the biggest cat, and Duma will beat him up. It's crazy. So probably Duma. That's a great
Oh,
question.
so
I
cute.
have a photo of her. I mean, like it's a lethal face card. Let me see if I can find it. I only really have photos of Belly because she hates affection. Let's see. Okay, sorry guys.
It's okay. Guys, I'm a Belly stan. I love Belly.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, wait, I need
Well,
to see this.
okay. I'll just show Belly then because I honestly don't even have a photo. This is Belly last night in his sweater. Oh my God.
Oh.
A little baby boy. I love him. He's perfect. Okay, sorry.
Okay.
Okay, Brianna, do you have any final thoughts?
Thanks so much for coming,
Oh my
Avery.
God, of course. Yeah. Thank you for
Um,
having me. This was
Yeah,
super fun.
it's so fun.
this
I
was
have
so
to do
fun.
my singing gig at the restaurant tonight.
Yes, have so much
Oh
fun.
my gosh, have fun. Oh my gosh.
It's like mostly it's like all covers, which I don't like doing as much, but it's a good money for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah. Pays the bills.
Yeah.
So Avery, do you have anything else you want to say?
Any parting words?
Oh God damn it.
Everybody follow Avery down below.
The links are down in the
Yes.
I'll have all the
description.
links. Yes.
Thank you guys.
Mhm.
I guess parting words. Um, I like really always feel a
Are
lot
you
of
are you gonna be like really deep and philosophical?
no. I always try to, but I feel like it's just not worth it at this point. Always be true to your art and who you are, and don't try and sound like anybody else, because then you just sound like a bad version of somebody else.
Mhm.
That's what I have to say.
Wise
So
words.
true.
And I can like, learn from that too. Like I'm mostly just telling that to myself. But
Okay,
Okay.
well,
Thanks
thank
for
you
joining
guys
us,
so much.
Avery.
thank
I'm so
you
glad
everybody
you
for
guys watched.
listening, watching.
Yes.
Thank you
Yes.
guys.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.